Hey, what's going on, guys? You got TLR here, and we're back on the battle spot for some more singles action. Uh, and we're just going to be using a team. It's the team from last time, although a little bit edited. We now have an Assault Vest Dhelmise over our Decidueye, a cool Pokemon that I wanted to try out. But other than that, the team has stayed pretty much exactly the same. Actually, it is exactly the same. So, yeah, but with that, let's just hop right into battling and see how we can do. We're at 1642, so that's not a bad record. It's not bad at all. We are climbing. And here we see someone from Japan with a 1623 record, so also very good. We see Xurkitree, Pelipper, Scizor, Salamence, Mimikyu, and Kingdra. So very powerful team. Rain. And Mamoswine does look like it can do a lot against this team. And then Toxapex. Like, Mamoswine plus Toxapex is pretty good against this team. Although we do have to worry about that rain mode. So I do think Dhelmise in the back would be good. So I think I want to lead Mamoswine with Toxapex and Dhelmise in the back. So what could cause that problems? Well, if we... Let's see. Dhelmise is Assault Vest, so that should be able to do pretty well against the Xurkitree. And Pelipper has Hurricane, though. But we might be able to stall that thing out with Toxapex. Mamoswine has Ice Shard for the Salamence. Toxapex can usually wall Mimikyu pretty well. Scizor can't really touch Toxapex, and then the Dhelmise should be able to take care of the Kingdra. So I think we can do pretty well as long as we play well. I think we can do this. Yeah, let's play well and not choke the game away. That's what I'm about. Most of the time. Sometimes I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna make a play. So we see a Xurkitree lead, which is fine because we do have the sash on our Mamoswine. Also, if you didn't notice, I did change my style. I managed to get a 50 win streak at the battle tree. So now we have finally unlocked the passionate battle style. So that's pretty cool. We could see a switch here. If we do see a switch, I guess it would be into the Pelipper, but I can't say for certain that she brought the Pelipper. So I am just going to go straight for the Earthquake. I'm not going to make a play trying to protect the Pelipper. So she does withdraw into what? Pelipper. Okay, so now we know she does have the Pelipper. So a U-turn would be pretty... a U-turn would be too obvious right here. But I don't want Mamoswine Sash being broken. We could go to Dhelmise. No, because she could also go for Scald. So I am going to go to Toxapex. U-turn would be a good play, but I can't see her... like, if she does go... Like, U-turn is too easy, but she might not. And if she doesn't go for U-turn, I don't want to risk, like, taking damage on my other Pokemon. So I am just going to go into Toxapex. And we do see a Hurricane, so it's a good thing I switched into Toxapex. This shouldn't take too much. As long as we don't get confused, we should be good. Okay, cool. Now we could poison it. It looks like we can definitely tank 2 more, maybe. I kind of want to recover. Yeah, I'm going to recover because I do expect her to just go for another Hurricane. Nope, we do see we see a withdrawal right into Xurkitree. Wow. So I could have poisoned it there, but I'm not trying to play risky with this game, I guess. I'm not trying to predict anything. Now here, I don't expect her to go for an electric type move. I expect her to go for a grass type move, expecting a Mamoswine. But Dhelmise is still a really good switch in here either way, because it's Assault Vest, so it can pretty easily tank either an electric type move or a grass type move. I'm pretty sure Hidden Power Ice doesn't even 2-hit KO unless it like tail glows up. And it goes for Energy Ball, so nice. We can easily eat this up. Yum. Delicious and nutritious. We do see a Spadef drop, but I'm pretty sure it's choiced. So I'm pretty sure we can just go right for the Power Whip here. She might have Scizor in the back as well, but we do still have that Toxapex, so I'm not too worried about that. and this will also hit the Pelipper on the switch in, which she does indeed go to. So let's see if we can land. Ah, nice. Hit this man up. Is it Fizz Def? I have no idea. Because Dhelmise is powerful. That doesn't look like Fizz Def off the bat. I can't tell if it's Fizz Def or not. I kind of want to predict it to Roost and stay in and go for another Power Whip. I mean, it can't kill me with another Hurricane, but if it does go for Hurricane, then we take the damage, then the Xurkitree could be a bit more problematic. But I am going to stay in and go for Power Whip because I guess. I mean, if we miss, then it was all for nothing. So she does just go for the Hurricane. So this is going to do a lot, but as long as we don't get confused. Whoa. Is that a crit? What? I think that might be Specs Pelipper, based on the damage. But one thing's for certain, Mamoswine does outspeed and can definitely pick it off from here. Based on the damage of Power, Mamoswine can definitely pick it off. And I don't think she has a switch into this anymore. I mean, unless she does have the Caesar, but again, we do have the Toxapex in the back. So hopefully we don't miss. If we don't miss this, then we're in a really good position. We see the Xurkitree come in. That's interesting, I guess. The Icicle Crash is not going to miss, so that's also really good. And how much is this going to do? It does about 50%. Probably, no, it's definitely not within range of Ice Shard, so... And it can't Volt Switch, so I guess her best play would be to Hard Switch, so I am just going to click Earthquake here. If she wants to stay in and attack, she'll break my Sash, but I have the Sash, which means she cannot Oko me, so haha. And that means taking out Xurkitree, and that means Toxapex is looking like it's gonna be pretty nice. Pretty nice. So yep, we take out Xurkitree. That's good. That's always nice. Wait, because that was the biggest problem for our Toxapex. So we see the Pelipper come back in, and yep, I'm just going to go for the Icicle Crash. I don't have a reason not to. The only reason not to would be if I'd predict to miss, but I'm clicking a move hoping it does something. Ah, nice. Okay, we land. That's always really good, which means we take out this Pelipper. Nice. So that's 2 down and 1 to go. Kingdra. Kingdra is the last Pokemon, and there's really no reason to keep Mamoswine. We might as well just Ice Shard, get off the damage. So, and we can possibly, I don't know if it's Specs or not. Although the thing is, her Pelipper did do a lot of damage, so it might have been Specs Pelipper, and it might be like Life Orb Kingdra, but it's not Life Orb Kingdra. Okay, okay. So I don't see a reason not to just recover here, see what it wants to do. We can also stall out the rain. How much is this Dragon Pulse going to do? I'm pretty sure it won't do over 50%, but if it does, then ouch. Okay, yeah, it doesn't do over 50%, so that's good. And the thing is, if it's not locked into Dragon Pulse, and it goes for a Draco Meteor, and I don't recover, then I'm in a bad position. So I'm going to recover again, and just in case, because I don't want her hitting me with a Draco Meteor and I lose the game because I played a little too risky. I still can't be sure if that's choice locked, though. I mean, based on the damage, it might be. I can't tell. Now I'm going to go for Toxic. I think I've baited her into thinking that I'm just going to... Although, what she might do... I can't tell what she's going to do, actually. If she is choice locked, then... If she can hit me with a Draco Meteor here, that's really bad. She might not even have Draco Meteor. That's also a possibility. So she goes for the Dragon Pulse again, and I can live this unless it crits. Yep, and we're just going to recover all that off. Yep, and with Black Sludge recovery, unless you can like get a crit, I think we have this in the bag. Maybe, hopefully, you know, cross your fingers. Can we win this by spamming recover? Hopefully. Maybe she'll just forfeit. Nope, she goes for it. So I think this is choice locked if she's just going to spam that. So maybe it wasn't choice specs Pelipper. Maybe it was just like max special attack, which isn't something. It's not something you see too often in singles. I know that's like the standard doubles set because the you know, doubles is a lot more hyper offensive of a playstyle. Or if it's you get the idea. But yeah, I think we have this locked in. I'm pretty sure not even a crit Dragon Pulse will kill me at this point. But she's going for it. She's like, never give up, never give in, or whatever. Still no crit. And we stay spamming recover. The rain is now stopped. So yeah. And she has one more turn before she dies from poison. So can't she get the crit? Maybe she has to rest. She's just like playing with me. That would suck, but she goes for it. No crit. So pretty sure a crit wouldn't have even killed from there, but I can't say for certain. But she does not get a crit at all, and that means I'm basically ending this game with a full health Toxapex because Toxapex just hates to die. He wants to live forever. Call this man immortal, because it basically is. The Great Wall of OU. Alright, so cool. We cop a W for our first battle of this live. That's always really nice. Really nice. And yeah. With that, let's just hop right into the next one. After, you know, this little pause break that they make you take in between battles. I do not want to save the battle. But thank you for asking. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, I do want to continue battling, and let's just hop right into it. Let us just hop right into it. Ooh. So I'm really happy Delmai got to put in a bunch of work. Maybe not a bunch, but it got to hit that Pelipper really hard. And that's always nice, because putting it within range of the Icicle Crash might have not been able to win the game if we missed that Power Whip. So good job, Delmai, and everyone else who got to participate in that battle. And let's see who we get for our next opponent, who should be popping up any second now. Hello, is anyone there? I hope we actually get an opponent. What, is nobody on the battle spot today? That would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. I just need one person. One person. Come on. Ah, okay, cool. We see another person from Japan, this time with a bit lower of a rating, but nothing too low. But we do see a level 46 Gyarados. So, I can assume that's not coming. She's already locked in. She just knows. She knows exactly what I'm going to do. But alas, I'm not going to let her play me like this. I'm going to... I could lead Mamoswine, which would be good against everything bar possible Golisopod. I could bring Toxapex for the Golisopod. It would also do pretty nice against, like, nothing. I guess maybe the Porygon too. Like, if we bring Mamoswine with Toxapex and Metagross in the back, then Metagross can also do a lot of damage to the Porygon too. Kinda do well against the Metagross. The only problem with this would be the Garchomp. The Garchomp would, if it's like Choice Scarf, then if we don't have Mamoswine, we're in trouble. Because we don't bring in any of our ground Pokemon to take ground hits. I could also just bring in Togekiss and hope to use that to take care of the Golisopod and the Porygon 2 if it's possible. I don't know if it is, but that is what I'm going to lock in. I'm going to be bringing Mamoswine, Togekiss, and Metagross, because I do think Togekiss is a bit more reliable at taking down Golisopod. Maybe not Porygon 2, but, you know, I think we can manage. I think we can. You know, so cross your fingers. Maybe. Look at that pose. She looks absolutely flawless. So she leads with the Porygon 2. That's never good. Download, and this is going to be special attack, so that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I kind of just want to start attacking then. Yeah, we need damage on. We need damage on this thing, because this thing could be a huge problem. It's just too bulky. I don't know what kind of coverage it has. If it only has Beam Bolt, then like it can't do too much. It does have the Toxic. We could go for an Icicle Crash Flinch. I do kind of want to get my Stealth Rocks up, although it doesn't really hit much besides the Golisopod. So I don't think that's super necessary. So yeah, I'm going to go for the Icicle Crash Flinch. That's probably my best way of taking this thing down without nasty plotting up with Togekiss and then flinching it down. But then again, we're still going for flinches. Okay, so we see the Ice Beam. This isn't going to do too much. We're not Thick Fat because that actually isn't legal pre-bank, but it's fine. But if we lose Mamoswine, then Garchomp is going to be too big of a problem. So I am just going to go straight into... We could also go Metagross, because if its strongest move to hit us with is Thunderbolt. Yeah, because I don't want Togekiss taking an Ice Beam. Man, should have brought Toxapex. So we do see the Recover. So I'm guessing that means it has Toxic, Beam Bolt coverage, and Recover. That's what I'm guessing anyway. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm going to guess it has. We're just going to go for the Meteor Mash. This should do a lot. Based on the Earthquake damage, I'm guessing this is Spadef, and that means Meteor Mash should do a lot of damage. Unless we miss, then it does no damage. That wouldn't be too fortunate, but, you know, you can't really... You don't get to decide your RNG, you know. It's not like because I have a 1650 rating, I get to have better RNG or something like that. No, that's not how Pokemon works, guys. I know that's how you want it to work, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. So we see a withdrawal, so maybe she's expecting like a... Maybe she's expecting like a Hammer Arm or something, thinking I have it, but I do not, because, well, this team wasn't exactly built for Battle Spot, okay? It's built for just standard singles. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So that does a lot. We see the Rough Skin. Is that like Rough Skin Rocky Hump? No, there's no way. That's definitely offensive Garchomp based on the damage. So I do just want to go into Togekiss, because I'm pretty sure Bullet Punch won't take it out from here. But if it's Swords Dance and then it hits me with a Stone Edge, then I lose Togekiss, and I don't know how I'm going to take down the Porygon. But that is the play I'm going to make. Actually, well, okay. If it is Scarf, then this is the right play. I can't tell if it's Scarf, though. There's no way I can just look at it and be like, that's Scarf. Okay, so we do see an Earthquake. Now, I really just want a nasty plot up here expecting it to be Scarf. But if it's not, then it Swords Dances, hits me with a Stone Edge, and I just fall over. Okay, like that doesn't sound like a good idea. What could she possibly have in the back, besides the Porygon 2 to switch in? I mean, a Gengar or a Metagross wouldn't be really good for me, I guess. Because the Metagross, now that it gets the speed boost instantly, it can just Meteor Mash and I'll fall over. Oh, this is really bad, guys. Ooh. I think it might come down to speed ties with our Mega Metagross, or whether she has Hammer Arm or not, because if she has Hammer Arm, then I beat her Metagross 1v1. So I am just going to straight up Air Slash. If she goes into Togekiss, okay, so yeah, she's not Scarf, which is good. Oh my goodness, that's a crit, isn't it? Yup. Ah, come on. Come on, man. We do see his Life Orb, but that crit definitely mattered, and I really wish I didn't have to sack Togekiss right there. So we're just going to go into Mamoswine, Ice Shard this thing away. Man, that sucks. That really sucks. But yep, we're going to go into Mamoswine here, and we're just going to click Ice Shard. I don't care if she goes into Porygon 2, because that still takes a lot from Earthquake. Okay, so good. She just sacks Garchomp. That's good. We're still in this, guys. Don't give up hope yet. Are we going to see just the Porygon 2 come back in? I think so, unless she has Metagross in the back. In that case, I think we're screwed. But, you know, never give up. We do see the Metagross. So, if she doesn't have Bullet Punch, and she goes for Meteor Mash, and she misses, that's pretty much our only chance of winning. Maybe. So I am just going to Earthquake right here and hope she misses Meteor Mash. If she gets the attack boost with Meteor Mash, then I'm pretty sure we lose anyway, because then her Earthquake should OHKO me, and I probably my Metagross and my Earthquake won't OHKO her. So yeah, she just goes for Earthquake, so she does have the Earthquake, which means it's probably going to come down to speed ties with our Metagross, and that's never any fun. Who can win the speed ties? I'm pretty sure neither of us OHKO with Earthquake. But, so basically whoever wins this second speed tie. I could also Pursuit here, expecting her not want to. No, because she switched out her Porygon too when I brought in Metagross. So I doubt she would want to switch it into Metagross. So I am just going to go for the Earthquake. She does win this first speed tie, but again, that doesn't matter too much unless she crits again. In that case, oh, well, that would suck, right? So here we're going to hit her with the Earthquake. Maybe we can crit her. That would be cool, right? Yeah, no crits for either of us, so. Whoever wins this speed tie, I mean, even if I win this speed tie, I don't guarantee win the game. But, if she wins the speed tie, she does. So, yeah, come on, Metagross. This is max speed Metagross, so it's definitely a speed tie. But she does win the speed tie, so she gets pretty lucky in that game with a crit and a double speed tie win. So that's a little unfortunate for me, but nothing I can really do about that. And we're going to cop a W, not a W, an L. That's a big fat L. That's so unfortunate, but nothing we could really do about that. It is what it is. And yeah, with that, let's just go right into our third battle of the live. And hope we can, you know, go 2-1, because I would hate to go 1-2. You know, that's not what I'm about. But then again, sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it. Sometimes you're just really bad at Pokemon, and you just end up copping L's left and right. But yes, let's find one more battle to finish this up. See if we can, you know, increase our rating. Increase our rating instead of lower it, because, you know, that would be nice. That would be pretty cool. But we do see another person from Japan, 1632. Oh my, very powerful team, but one thing I do notice is that there is no ground resist, so I do like Mamoswine in this matchup. Toxapex is also nice because it can stall out a lot, but that just leaves us pretty weak to Mudsdale, which is why I want to bring in Dhelmise. Dhelmise also has Earthquake, so it's not... The thing is, Muck does outspeed it. We're running just enough speed to outspeed Araquanid on this Dhelmise, actually. An invested Araquanid, so Muck does outspeed us, which is unfortunate. But Muck can also, Dhelmise can also sort of take care of Tapu Lele as well. But it kind of does leave us weak to Metagross. I mean, this team is pretty weak to Metagross in general. If we bring Hydreigon, that could be pretty good. I think I do want... Maybe not Dhelmise. Maybe Hydreigon. I think what I want to do is Mamoswine with Hydreigon and Metagross in the back, because Metagross can also take care of the Tapu Lele. Hydreigon outspeeds and can revenge kill the Metagross. Mamoswine can Earthquake everything, and it can also Icicle Crash the Mudsdale. And basically this does really well against everything bar the Lapras. Toxapex would be pretty nice against Lapras, but if it does have Freeze Dry, that's kind of a lost cause. There's no point. Like, I don't wall a Freeze Dry Lapras. So we're going to be going in with this team. Let's do this. Let's cop a W for our last battle, please. I don't wanna lose, guys. I'm a sore loser. not really. I mean, sometimes I am, but most of the time I try to, you know, keep my cool. We do see a Lapras lead, so she does realize that that does pretty well against my team. I could Stealth Rocks here. I do want to save Mamoswine, though. I'm not going to... Would she go for an Ice-type move, though? Because if she does, on a switch to, like, if she does on a switch to, what is it? Hydreigon. I can't believe I forgot that thing's name. If she uses like Ice Beam on a switch to Hydreigon, then Hydreigon might just fall over. I do want to try to get in Metagross because I want to keep Mamoswine, especially with his Sash attacked, because that's actually going to be really nice for a lot of things she could possibly have in the back. But I don't really know what else I can do to this Lapras. Okay, this is really tricky. I'm going to just stay in an Earthquake because I don't know a better play. Like, it's at this point where, you know, I wish I had Life Orb on this thing. Yeah, but that does a good 45%. That's not bad. We see a Hydro Pump. But she's probably... Okay. So that obviously does a lot. But she's probably going to go for Ice Shard now. At least that's what I think she would do, which is why I want to switch right to Metagross. If she goes for Hydro Pump again, I mean, that's definitely not Specs, because if it was Specs, I have no doubt it would drop me right down to my Sash. Mamoswine is not super bulky. It does have a nice HP stat, but it's not super bulky. So I am just going to go right into Metagross, expecting an Ice Shard. Yep, cool. So we get in our Metagross safely, and since the Earthquake did, what was it, 45%? I'm pretty sure a Meteor Mash can take it out from here. At least I hope it can. If it doesn't, then we're going to take a Hydro Pump to the face. But never mind, because she is going to switch into Mudsdale. Yep. Makes sense. This is going to do a good chunk, actually, unless it's like Fizz Def Mudsdale, which is not... It's not too common, but it's not bad either. Like, Fizz Def Mudsdale is basically Little Hippowdon. Because it has 100 base HP and 100 base defense. So yeah, this is going to do a good chunk, but obviously not too much. And I definitely want to save this thing. It doesn't have the leftovers, so that's a good sign. And I think we're going to switch onto Hydreigon and just hope it doesn't go for a move to hit me. Because I do think she might not... She hasn't seen Hydreigon yet, okay? So she might not expect it. But she might expect it and go right for like a... Heavy Slam, I guess, would be the strongest move against me. No, Close Combat. It does get Close Combat, doesn't it? Man, Mudsdale has a really good move pool. A really good offensive move pool. Close Combat, Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Rock Slide. I'm surprised it doesn't get Stone Edge. If it got Stone Edge, it would be complete. Actually, you know what it needs? Slack Off and Stealth Rock. So let's just make it Hippowdon. But yeah, she does just go right for the Earthquake. And nice. We get to avoid that. Now, I do want to kind of U-turn out, expecting the Lapras to come in. Expecting her to want to save this. But it's too low to switch into any of my Pokemon at this point, so I kind of also don't think she would actually switch. But if she would switch, it would probably be into like Muk. So I should probably Draco Meteor, but if she goes into Metagross or what, Tapu Lele, that could also be bad. So I think I'm actually just going to Dark Pulse and hope she doesn't stay in and go for Close Combat. But she probably would, wouldn't she? I guess we also have that chance to flinch. Or it might just kill. I don't know how much Speed Def she's running. She might even just be Assault Vest, so it might not even have the chance to kill, which is kind of a reason for me to want to go for Draco Meteor. But I am going to go for Dark Pulse because I think that's the better play all around. But yeah, she does stay in. So, but this is going to do a good chunk. Yeah, that's a 2-hit KO. And I don't even know if Close Combat will kill, but it probably will. Oh, she has Superpower. That's actually pretty interesting because she's going to lower her own attack and her own defense. And that might not be too good for her. That might not. But we do lose our Hydreigon, which could end up being a problem. Could end up being a problem for us if she does have that Metagross in the bag, because then it does come down to speed ties again, which is never, ever any fun. But yeah, we're just going to Icicle Crush here because she... I mean, actually, she's only at +1. Just use Superpower. Okay, but that's fine. We do connect, so Mudsdale is going down. And that's nice. That's pretty cool. Now let's just hope she doesn't have Metagross in the back. Because if she does... Metagross is too good. I don't even know what Game Freak was thinking. They're like, hey, you know what's cool? Let's take a Pokemon that's already pretty good. Give it plus 40 speed, so it's one stat that held it in check is now one of its best stats, and let's also give it the ability Tough Claws, so it basically doesn't need to run a Life Orb because it still hits just as hard. Yeah, that's a great idea, Game Freak. You're so smart. She's taking quite a bit, so I wonder what she's thinking. Maybe she's thinking, oh no, I have Muck in the back, now I lose. Actually, did she see my Mega Metagross yet? Yes, she did. I switched that thing into Lapras, okay. So, I actually kind of think she might predict me to go right to Metagross here. I mean, sure, Metagross can eat anything out, but I don't want it taking any damage, really. So if she decides to Ice Shard here, that's fine. But yep, she does predict me to go right back into Metagross, which is good, because that means I get to get this Earthquake off, and that means I don't think I have to risk, never mind. Is that Citrus? Oh, please don't be Figgy. Okay, good. Or not Figgy, or whatever. Whatever, berry, it would increase her health by half, because that... Then I might not have even been able to kill her with Meteor Mash. But nope, yep, she is within range of Meteor Mash, but unfortunately because of that Citrus Berry, we are going to have to risk it. She might just go for Ice Shard, just to get off some chip. Some nice chip. But yeah, let's not miss. No, she doesn't go for it, she goes for the miss, and we do not miss. So we are able to take her out with this Meteor Mash, and that's always good, but we do not get the attack, so that's not going to put us at an advantage if she does have her own Metagross in the back. But her last Pokemon is Muck, which is good for us, because we do have the Earthquake, which can definitely 2-hit KO, and it cannot KO us with Knockoff, considering we do not have an item that can be knocked off, so I think we have this one locked and loaded. Did you like that voice? Because I did. I was trying to sound all cool and hip, but I think I just sounded like I had a disease. Yeah, look how much that does. We're probably going to see minimize. Okay, so now we know what kind of person we're playing. But yeah, that's actually not very good for her, considering how much damage you saw Earthquake did. She's never going to heal enough. Unless she has Rest, she's not going to heal enough to beat me 1v1. She needs damage. She has to avoid all these attacks, and she doesn't even avoid one. So that's gonna be goodbye, Muck. Yeah, don't run Minimize Muck, guys. As you can see, it doesn't pay off. Most of the time, it doesn't pay off. So we do cop a W for our last battle of the live against Minimize Muck. So we go 2-1. Positive record, guys. Nice. I do like that. I am proud of myself for not losing too much. Either way, I hope you guys all enjoyed. That is going to be the end of this Battle Spot Live, and I guess I'll see you guys later in the next video. I mean, I won't really see you, but you get the idea. But yeah, see you guys later. Goodbye.